Technology and malware move so fast that IT professionals could spend forever researching the cyber landscape when they're thinking about what to put in their cybersecurity policies.
This is a lot.
Yeah, it can be a lot. That's why we asked professionals at this year's RSA conference what advice they'd give to others on beefing up their own policies.
Flexibility is very important. I think there needs to be the recognition that when you're implementing a cyber program, you're dealing with a number of different sectors, you're dealing with different sized organizations across a whole range of issues. So flexibility is very important because one size really can't fit all.
Cybersecurity policy today, in many cases, it's very high level. It doesn't get into the helping people understand what their role is. How does this impact the end user? How does it impact your average state employee, your average city worker? How do different situations get addressed?
Focusing on the difficult things like employee training, trying to make it so that security is viewed internally as something where if you do a good job, that will further your career rather than hinder it by making you somebody who's preventing others from doing unsafe but potentially productive things.
The stakeholders, both the users of the cybersecurity program as well as vendors, providers of IT programs, they have a lot of experience in this area. They've dealt with these specific sectors that have to implement cybersecurity programs. When you have a stakeholder-driven process, what you get is a real back and forth, a really iterative process where people are feeding into it, bouncing ideas off each other, and ultimately what comes out of that tends to be much more effective.
Mobility is a really big topic right now. It's the extensibility of the enterprise out to individual devices and environments. I think that's another really important piece that should be included right now. And then social media, how is that handled in the enterprise, both on an enterprise side but also individualistically?
Policies inevitably need to include both preventative mechanisms and preparation for when things go wrong. And it's sad that I have to use the phrase when things go wrong as opposed to if things go wrong. But the reality is that the breaches that we read about in the newspaper every day, even alone, are still not all the problems out there. A lot don't get reported. So you have to plan for this and take a risk management approach.
Check out govtech.com tomorrow for our next episode where security pros discuss how you can tell when your security policy is outdated.